Let's get going, guys. Go ahead and find the end of your mat.
Hey, buddy.
All right, let's get started. Take a deep breath. Just bring your hands into center. Good, and let's just breathe here for a couple times. Take a deep breath. And exhale. And now push those fingers out. Inhale. And exhale back in. Good, let's do that again. Inhale. And exhale. And then inhale. And exhale. Good, big breath up. Let that left arm drop. Exhale, leaning mountain. And inhale up. And let's go the other way. Take a breath. Bend your knees, soft fold down onto your legs. So go ahead and let your rib cage just lay on your legs. Let your head be heavy. Feel the roundness of your spine. Good, and bring yourself all the way up. And just take some time to roll your shoulders here. Inhale on the way up, exhale on the way down. Good, and let's inhale. Exhale, hinge to your fold. And lift to standing extension. Straighten the spine, press down through the feet, lift up through the hips. And bring your hands to the floor and take yourself back to downward dog. And bring yourself to plank. Find an inhale, Chaturanga, and exhale to up dog. Good, tuck your feet. Go back to downward dog. Good, take a walk forward to the top of your mat. Inhale, standing extension. Exhale, push those ribs past your hips and fold. Take a deep breath and unhinge. And inhale up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, standing extension. Good, and hands to the floor. Now this time, instead of downward dog, I want you to go back to plank. Chaturanga to up dog. And tuck your feet, downward dog. Inhale with your left leg up. And step forward with that left leg. Come up to high lunge. Inhale, right hand to the floor. Exhale, revolve your lunge. Inhale, step into standing extension. Exhale and fold. Bend your knees, lift your gaze. Unhinge. Big breath at the top. And exhale back to heart center. Inhale up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Walk or jump back to plank. Inhale, chaturanga. Exhale to up dog. Tuck your feet, downward dog. Lift your right leg into three-leg dog. And step forward with the right leg. And come up to your high lunge. Inhale, left hand to the floor. Exhale, revolve your lunge. Both hands to the floor. Step in, standing extension. Exhale and fold. Bend your knees, unhinge, and roll your shoulders. Take a breath. Exhale into prayer. Excellent job. We're going to keep adding on today. Take a deep breath. Exhale, hinge and fold. Good. Now bend your knees, lift your gaze, and come up into chair pose. Tight through the core. Control your breath. Good. From here, lift, and you're going to take those hands around behind you. We're going to go to fold with that shoulder opener. Remember, if that doesn't feel comfortable, you can always put your hands down. And bring your hands to the floor. Jump or step back to plank. Chaturanga to up dog. Tuck your feet and downward dog. Lift your left leg into three-leg dog. And on your exhale, pull that heel into the glute and look to your left. Reset your three-leg dog. Step forward and up into your high lunge. Good. Let's revolve that lunge. Good. Now set both feet on the floor and turn that back foot. Find a breath. Big spiral up to warrior two. Good. Press down equally through both feet. Take a second to grab your breath here. And let's inhale into sun warrior. See if you can drop that front hamstring just a little further to the floor. And when you're ready, straighten your leg. Reach out with that left hand beyond your left foot. Take a breath and then find your triangle. Keep that bottom hand, your left one, light. Find that line between the ceiling and the floor. Turn your body back to a lunge. Step in to standing extension. Inhale. Exhale and fold. Bend your knees, lift your gaze, and unhinge. Take a breath. Exhale to heart center. Inhale up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Now inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, up into that chair pose. Drop your shoulders down into your back pockets. Inhale as you lift, grab behind you. Exhale, hinge and fold. With your shoulder opener, modify as you need to. And take those hands to the floor. Jump or step back to downward dog. I'm sorry, to plank. And Chaturanga Up Dog. And then to downward dog. Lift your right leg into three-leg dog. Pull the heel into the hamstring. Big breath opens you to the right. Reset your three-leg dog. Look forward, step forward, and unhinge into your high lunge. Inhale with that left hand to the floor. Exhale and revolve your lunge. And now take both hands to the floor. Turn that left foot. Get your balance. Adjust your stance as you need to. And find your warrior two. Remember to push equally through both feet. And on your exhale, find that sun warrior. Think of lifting with the right, sinking with the right hip. And straighten. Reach out first. Feel that left hip kick away. And over we go into our triangle. Keep that right hand light. Turn back toward the top of your mat and step into standing extension. Big exhale and fold. Good. Bend your knees, lift your gaze and unhinge. Take the breath up and come to heart center. Good. And just take a moment to breathe here. Good job, guys. Good. Inhale. Exhale, hinge and fold. Good. Bend your knees, lift your gaze, come up into your chair pose. Think about rolling those shoulders back, make your arms even stronger. Good. Bring the arms behind you. Stay in your chair pose here. Good. Now we're going to go into that diver's pose. So take a breath. And as you lift up onto the balls of your feet, you're trying to straighten your legs and reach out behind you with your arms. Palms are up. Now inhale as your heels drop and swing back up into chair. That's it. Good. Now we're going to swing back to diver's pose. So up we go. Straighten the legs, bend the knees. How horizontal you get is up to you. Inhale as you come down, back up into chair. And one more time, diver's pose. And just come up to mountain pose and bring your hands to heart center. Good. Now we're going to soft fold. So that means we're bending our knees down, laying on our legs. And hands to the floor. Jump back or step back to plank. Chaturanga Up Dog. Good. Find your downward dog. Good. We're going to lift that left leg into three-leg dog. And now we're going to split our up dog. So take that left leg out to the side, and it's just like you're doing up dog again. You just got a kickstand. So we're trying to lay that right foot on the floor. Someone's being very needy. You. Good. We're going to bring that leg in and sit back into a child's pose. Good. When you're ready, make your way up to tabletop. We're going to extend our left leg and our right arm, extended table. I want you to really think about attaching, or not attaching, but pointing your left foot to the right side of your mat. Inhale, reach back. Right hand grabs the left foot. Roll your shoulders back first. Push your foot into your hands. Tune into your breath. And then as you release, just swing that left leg around and we'll come up into a kneeling lunge. Remember to set your stance wide enough that you have a place for your hips to fall. Good. Take a breath here. Set your left hand, that's your front one, on the inside of your left leg. Exhale, rotate your spine, and you're looking back. I'm just going to set my right hand on the back of my right leg. And I'm gazing out my doors, and it is snowing outside. Good. Just come back up to the center. And now we're going to go over to your left, right underneath your hips. If you can, look up at that right hand. And of course, if you can't reach the floor with your hand, just put your hand on your hip. Good. When you're ready, just spiral to the floor. Lift your back leg and revolve your lunge. So you're turning up to your left. And then find a breath. We'll spiral back again up into our warrior two. Good. Now straighten your leg. We're going to go right to triangle. Whoa. Good. Now from this triangle, you can bend the knee if you want to, unhinge all the way up, and then straighten your legs at the top. Take a deep breath. Now push those hands out past your legs. Push your hips towards the back of your mat. Now maybe you stop at your shin here, or maybe you can go all the way down. Intense side stretch. Really reach through the back of that front leg. Good. And turn to a lunge. Take a deep breath and step in to standing extension. Take a deep breath here. Big sigh as you release into fold. You might feel like one side's looser than the other, and that's okay. When you're ready, unhinge and come up to mountain pose. All right, let's do the other side. Take a deep breath and exhale, hinge and fold. And now bend your knees, lift your gaze, and up we go into our chair pose. Good. Bring the hands behind you. Shoulders are open. Take a breath. Exhale and lift into your diver's pose. Ground those toes into the floor. Now take a breath. Exhale back into chair. Swing through on your inhale. Exhale and lift. Inhale, swing through. Exhale and sink. Inhale through. Exhale and lift. And inhale through. Exhale and sink. Big breath. Hinge and fold. Good, and we will go back to plank. Chaturanga Up Dog. Good, and go to your downward dog. So we'll take a nice deep breath here and lift our right leg into three-leg dog. And on an inhale, take that out to the side. Split your up dog. So that left side is just like you're an up dog. Roll the shoulders out of your ears. Inhale as you bring that in and just enjoy a child's pose here. Really think about those hips going back and the heart going to the floor. When you're ready, reset and find your tabletop. Take a breath, and on your exhale, push that right leg back and left arm out. Good. Shoot that energy out of your heel. Point the right toes to the left side of your mat. Think about tucking your belly button up and in. And inhale, reach back. Roll the shoulders open first. Push your foot into your hand. Good. As you release, just swing your right leg around and come up into your kneeling lunge. Again, make sure your stance is wide enough to sink into your hips here. Good. And we're going to inhale. Put the right hand on the inside. Use that to turn you and look over that left shoulder. Inhale up and side leaning kneeling lunge. Again, keep your right hand directly under your hip and your shoulder. So we're not leaning forward at all. It's up. So if you can't reach the floor, just put your hand on your hip. And bring your hands to the floor. Revolve your lunge, lift your leg. And then we'll do that spiral again. Take your left foot, turn it, and come all the way up to warrior two. Good. Inhale, right over to triangle. Remember to keep this bottom hand light. Good. Now, if you want to bend your knee, you can, but whatever you need to do to come all the way up and then straighten. Inhale up. Now, your goal here is to pull the hips as far back away from the fingertips as possible. Intense side stretch. Good. Turn to a lunge. On your inhale, step into standing extension. Feel the ribs, pull off the hips. Exhale and fold. Bend your knees, lift your gaze, and we unhinge all the way back up to mountain pose. Take a breath and bring yourself into heart center. Good job. Keep those hands in heart center. When you're ready, balance onto your left foot. Take that right leg all the way up into single leg stand. If you can, you want this to be parallel with the floor. It's okay if you're here, but you want to try to pull it up. Good, just cross it over. Have a seat into single leg chair. Push back into that right hip. Come back to single leg stand. Now listen, you're going to split your fold or go all the way to standing split. Do the one that works for you. This is fine too. Take that right foot all the way back, unhinge, high lunge. Inhale, turn this into warrior two. Good, now listen, straighten that and go over to triangle. Exhale. Now unhinge this, and when you reach the top, turn your foot. You're down the right side of your mat, and exhale all the way over into wide-legged fold. Bend your knees, press up into wide mountain, and exhale back into warrior two. Exhale into triangle. Inhale all the way up. Take that left foot and turn it. Then exhale over to wide-legged fold. Bend your knees as you unhinge. Up to wide mountain. Exhale to warrior two. Inhale. Exhale to triangle. Inhale as you unhinge. Turn the feet. And exhale. Wide-legged fold. From this wide-legged fold, just turn the body, walk to the top of your mat, and you'll be in a lunge. Go ahead and step back to a plank. And Chaturanga to Up Dog. Good. Back to Downward Dog. Take your right leg up to three-leg dog. When you're ready, bring that under you for pigeon. Remember to modify to the hip if you need to. Grow the spine long. Push down through the back or the bottom, the top of your back foot. Think about how far apart can you make the crown of your head from your toes. Good. From here, we're going to go back to three-leg dog. So just pitch your weight forward. Get yourself situated. On an exhale, lift that right leg again. Set it down. Set your knees down. Take your left knee out toward the left side of your mat. Take that right leg, so same leg we've been working, out to the side. Now I want to be even with my hip here. Push back into your hips. We are splitting our child's pose. Breathe deep into the sensation. Good. And just take your time coming to tabletop. When you're ready, roll up onto your shins and bring the hands to heart center. Adjust your stance if you need to. We're going to take a breath up. We're going to turn to our left. We're using that right hip again. Revolved half camel. So you can put your hand on the back of your leg, your calf, or even your heel. Think about the right side of your body opening up. Good. Soften your hips to come out of that. And hands to the floor. Lift to downward dog. Good. Step forward with your left and then your right. Inhale, standing extension. Exhale and fold. Bend your knees, unhinge. Great job, everybody. One more time around the carousel. Take a breath and come to prayer. When you're ready, we're going to lift the right leg in the single leg stand. I'm sorry, lift your left leg. You're balancing on your right. And now just cross that over and sit into your left hip. And now we're going to split our fold or go to standing split. You decide. Good. Find a breath. Set your left leg back and inhale up into high lunge. Good. Let's rotate to warrior two. And here's that little series. Inhale, triangle. Inhale. Exhale, unhinge. Turn down the left side of your mat and exhale, wide-legged fold. Bend your knees, lift your gaze, press up to wide mountain, and then exhale to warrior two. Inhale and straighten, exhale, triangle. Inhale, unhinge, turn, and exhale, wide mountain. Inhale, bend your knees, exhale up, and then exhale to warrior two. And over to triangle. Unhinge and turn, and all the way over to wide mountain. Good. Bend your knees. Come up. And back to warrior two. And just spiral down. Step back to plank. Chaturanga Up Dog. And downward dog. Lift your left leg into three-leg dog. And on a breath, when you're ready, bring that left leg under and cross the midline of your body as we go into pigeon. Reach back with that right leg. Good. When you're ready, just set yourself back up into downward dog. And lift your left leg again. We're just pushing down through that right heel. And then we'll come to tabletop. Set your right knee out toward the right side of your mat. Push that left leg even with your hips out. Push back through your hips and split your child's pose. Walk everything back to tabletop and come up to your shins. Good. Fix your stance, whatever you need to do. Bring the hands into prayer. We'll go to our right. Push your left hip forward. Revolved half camel. And now we're stretching. We've gone all the way around the hip. You do not have to go where you went on the other side. Always remember that. And come back to the center. Put your hands on the floor. Tuck your feet. Lift to downward dog. And then walk or jump into standing extension. Take a breath. Exhale and fold. Good. From here, take one more big breath up into mountain. Exhale into heart center. Inhale the hands forward. And exhale the hands in. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale out. And exhale in. And now inhale up. Exhale, forward hinge and fold. And then however you'd like, bring yourself to seated. We're going to put our toes together, feet together into bound pose. Good. Just relax into this. You can fold this if you want to. Good. We're going to straighten the left leg. Grab the right knee, roll all the way back. Pull your knee into your hip. Relax your head on the floor. And now inhale, straighten your leg. Push your left leg down. Push your right leg up. On your inhale, stack your knees, both knees, over your hips. Exhale, roll everything to your left side. Take another breath and exhale, open up the front of your body to the right. Slowly come back to the center. Grab your left leg and extend your right leg out. Knee is bent here. Inhale as you lift the left leg, push the right leg down, push the left leg up. And now inhale, stack your knees over your hips. Exhale, roll everything to your right side. Take another breath and exhale, open the upper body to the left. Good. Bring yourself back to center. On an exhale, set your feet on the floor, let your knees come together. And you can start here in this rest pose. If you would like to go into full corpse pose, you can do that. Just take a few minutes to really let some long breaths in and out like a sigh. And begin to feel your body in contact with the floor. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. And when you're ready, join me seated. Good. Bring the hands into prayer. And take a deep breath. Exhale. Bring your hands all the way to the floor. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale. Lift your heart. And inhale up. Exhale to heart center. And God bless you guys. Namaste. Happy New Year. Oh, buddy.
She missed you.
I think somebody missed you.
You think he missed me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Who took care of them for you?